Back the blue. Trump got sued by 7 U.S. Capitol Police. They're saying that he incited the deadly attack. I digress. Yes, I digress. 7 U.S. Capitol Police officers on Thursday sued former President Donald Trump. This is from Reuters. Alleging that he conspired with far-right extremist groups to provoke the deadly January 6th attack on the Congress. The officers in a lawsuit filed in Washington, D.C. federal court alleged the attack was culmination of months of rhetoric from Trump, who they say knew of the potential for violence on and actively encouraged it in hopes of halting the certification of President Joe Biden's election victory. The lawsuit alleges Trump conspired with the extremist groups the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers, as well as far-right political operatives, including Roger Stone and Ali Alexander, who promoted Trump's speech near the White House right before the Capitol attack. Paul Gosar, very own congressman, I think he's from Prescott here, if I'm not mistaken, was a part of that too. And Andy Biggs from Gilbert, Arizona. Oh, God, we got the fuck nuts here, man. I'm telling you. We got the loonies in Arizona. What the fuck, man? These guys are fucking crazy. Trump, in concert with other defendants, deliberately and persistently made and encouraged false claims of election fraud to discredit the outcome of the election and disingenuously incite outrage among his supporters, the lawsuit said. There's a name for this. It's called stochastic terrorism. And we need to stop acting like it's not worthy of being a crime. It's very much a crime. You know, Manson didn't actually kill anybody, right? He incited people to kill people, right? That's my understanding. Trump has incited people to kill a lot more people, and this dude's never going to spend a fucking day in jail. We all know that shit. But I hope that somebody makes his ass fucking broke. Because a part of me almost thinks seeing that dude go from a prince to a pauper would hurt him worse than anything else in the world. And I am so here for it. As I was saying, Trump, in concert with other defendants, deliberately and persistently made and encouraged false claims of election fraud to discredit the outcome of the election and disingenuously incite outrage among his supporters. The case is the latest in a string of civil lawsuits seeking to hold Trump accountable for the siege of the Capitol by a mob of his supporters. Guys, did we expect anything less? He's made our country an international embarrassment. You know, you've got people like me actually siding with the police for once because I truly see a wrong done here. And that's the thing. When what matters to you is justice, you want justice for everybody, cops included. I don't like that police aren't held accountable for their misdeeds. Often. More often than not. But I also don't like injustices being imposed upon them when all they are doing is trying to protect a function of our democracy that we all pay for, that we all fight for, that people have died for. These people weren't coming to stand on any kind of principle. There was no principle to stand on. They bought into a fucking lie. And they hurt people. They hurt cops. They hurt people that aren't rich. These weren't the people in power. These weren't the people that had the money. These These were working class people. Working class Americans trying to do their best for us. And if we don't think that what Trump did was stochastic terrorism, what the fuck was it? Is that what patriotism looks like now? Is that? I mean, these are the same people that were carrying the thin blue line flags. I love you so much, I'm going to beat the shit out of you with my thin blue line flag, because that's America, oh yeah. Bullshit. Fuck that shit, man. Come on. Fucking talking out both sides of your mouth. You don't know what the fuck you want. You fucking morons. Oh my god. Stupid. I'm sorry, guys. I like the QAnon guys and all these people jumping down these fucking rabbit holes. I guess I don't have tolerance for it because I used to be big into conspiracy theories. Look at my fucking name. Jason Society. I was all into it. I jumped down the fucking rabbit hole. And you know what? It's a bunch of circumstantial evidence that'll leave you spinning in circles for fucking years. You better start that count, because I'm only halfway done with the show. Somehow or another, conspiracy theories did get a little corrupted, because I remember when I was first reading about conspiracies, it was a lot about the 9/11 thing. I was definitely a 9/11 truther. But they were really bashing on kind of the establishment, and like, you know, I don't want to say it was like the Republicans, but at that time, that's a lot of what I read about, you know. Now, over time, it turned into this really far right-wing kind of thing. You know, it was never like that before. There were people questioning about aliens. There was all these questions about different things. And then somewhere along the line, it got radicalized and it became this weird kind of fucking like right-wing political messaging. And I want to attribute some of that to interlopers like Alex Jones, because I don't think Alex Jones was really about the cause from jump. Even the conspiracy theorists I followed, like Jim Marrs, Jordan Maxwell, William Cooper, oh yeah, I got a list, man. I can go down the line. They all said that Alex Jones was a grifter. He even came out with like Black Helicopters documentary back in the 80s, where he said that black helicopters had flown into a Texas town and eviscerated it, wiped it off the face of the earth. It was a fucking lie, you guys. He got called out for it. He got in trouble for that shit. And he sold that grift on his fucking website, dude. And there's like a quarter of the country that listens to this guy that's already been caught for his grift over and over again. How stupid do you have to be to keep believing the bullshit even after it's demonstrably false? What do you need? Because the problem is, they're never going to be able to provide you with evidence. All they're ever going to do is try to divide consensus. Okay? If they can divide consensus, and they can make you question even a little, put a little doubt in your mind, then they just start picking at it like a fucking scab. And they get you entwined and wrapped up in that shit. And a lot of people that look towards conspiracy theories, there's other shit going on in their life that's not good. They're usually looking for a way to get to not feel responsible for their situation. Let's be honest about it. A lot of it is them not wanting to feel responsible for their situation. Okay? So it's easy to fall into that. I fell into that. And truth be told, the funny thing is when I fell into that, my life was kind of shit, man. Like I was not in a good place at all. And so it was an easy grift to buy into. But there were some good, like, folks out there doing some good work that just were trying to research things. They just wanted to know. I don't think they were all bad. But it got infiltrated by people like that. It got infiltrated by the Alex Joneses of the world. And it turned something that was relatively innocuous into something that was fucking horrible. Yeah, Q used to be a cool Bond character. Now all you hear about Q is fucking QAnon. I quite like the James Bond reference better. Anyways, that's what happens when you feed mass populations fucking bullshit, but make it compelling enough and make it play enough on their emotions to captivate them. Right? That's the way that works. That's the grift. All I've got to do is sow a little bit of doubt, and I've got you wrapped around my finger now. That's all it takes.